In November 2015, Philadelphia became the first World Heritage City in the United States of America. As part of our World Heritage City Strategic Plan, we plan to ensure that the spotlight is not only focused on Philadelphia's Center City and Historic District, albeit important attributes, but also shone on the diverse communities that underscores Philadelphia's designation as a World Heritage City. The stories you're about to hear are significant because they capture what our founding fathers envisaged for the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. They are stories of Philadelphia pride, community heritage, the hopes of immigrant families, and the enduring promise that this will always be a place that people from all walks of life can call home.
Yeah, I grew up West Philly, 62nd and Jefferson, which is, I guess the best place to say is not too far from Overbrook High School. So I was born at old Philadelphia General Hospital, which is long since gone.
I was born in the Soviet Union. I lived in Israel, lived a little bit in France. I've lived in Turkey.
I actually originally lived not far from Parkside in West Philadelphia.
Okay.
On a little street called South Ruby Street.
Okay.
It's between 53rd and 54th and Market Street.
Moving here to Philadelphia with my wife, she was the main impetus for us moving here because she's a huge artist. So we moved here and it's been beautiful ever since. I mean, I wouldn't trade it. If I had to do it all over again, we'd do it in a heartbeat. I came from a whole show business family, so you know, my aunt was a photographer, which I was at one time. My aunt and uncles back in the day were tap dancers, so I came, you know, through the whole business.
Another tradition we had, we always picnicked in the park edge, down the park edge. We've done that for years, and we continue to have family reunions. Some of my family has moved to Delaware and New Jersey, but I still have a large contingent that still visit Philadelphia.
All of Fairmount Park, we would, in the summertime, we would play in the neighborhood. In the morning, we'd go out at 10 in the morning, and I would say, "Mom, I'm going to the park." Mom wouldn't see me again until 5 o'clock that evening, because my friends and I would be going through this park. We played football in the park. We explored the park. We rode our bikes in the park. It was a great adventure.
I always think it's super funny. I joke around about it. All my South Philly friends, everybody knows everybody in South Philly. And you instantly become family, and it's that type of connection. And I think it's almost like in a sense of like a fraternity. When you go look for a job and you know, oh my God, you're from West Oak Lane? Oh my God, you've got that leg up that you know, that only you would have got for a fraternity connection or something like that.
I love Philadelphia, and I don't ever need to travel anywhere. And I know that sounds crazy, but Nora and I are always finding new things. I mean, there's Germantown, there's Chestnut Hill, there's
Roxborough. Well, the neighborhood is very stable. Low crime rate, less expensive housing. A lot of city employees live in Roxborough because they're required to live in Philadelphia. So they found inexpensive housing there, and they have families there. It's not unusual, in fact, for a family to own several houses. The parents in one, the children in one, half a block away, and the like. So it's a very clean and pleasant community.
I have daughters, all daughters. So in our house, I teach my 3 daughters, and always have, is that, you know, though they're in Philly a lot too, but, you know, family first, but that also kind of branches out to the community for us. So though they're my blood, you know, they know Aunt Lottie as family, though she's a neighbor. They know, you know, Uncle James as family, you know. So if I say family's going to get together, it's not just necessarily, you know, my babies or my daughters, but it's, you know, extended family. So it really branches out family and community.
I can say that I am once again living in my mother's house. She passed in 06, which is what brought me back to the neighborhood. And I can say that I am following the same rules that my mother set down years ago about her house, even though it's my house now.
When my sister comes to visit, who lives in New Jersey, and she actually is from Philadelphia, we usually go to we time it around the festivals whenever there's like almost every week a street festival, winter or summer, doesn't really even matter. They actually like to go to a few of the beer gardens, which is one of the most unique aspects of the city.
I think the people are the treasure of Philadelphia. I've never met any of these grouchy people that, throw snowballs at Santa Claus and, all that kind of stuff. The people that I've met, and I can't say I've met everybody, certainly, are just very genuine and loving and like their city a lot and like other people and are good neighbors. And so I think the city people are the city's best resource.
We actually love Philadelphia so much that even though there were opportunities to leave, we pretty much refused to.
You may not know this, or if you do, you may not remember. About 16, 17 years ago, the whatever board was responsible for tourism created an ambassador program, and we signed up for it. And the idea was that individuals who loved Philadelphia and who were willing to talk to visiting dignitaries or tourists from elsewhere would meet with them and conduct them around on tours and talk to them about the city.
Liberty Bell, you got to see it because it's part of country's heritage. The Plateau, just because it really is a beautiful place.
4th of July, Philadelphia is a lot of action going on during that time.
I love the Parkway in the spring. The azalea gardens are always lovely. I always say spring is Philadelphia's best time of year. That's when we show the best. Because the azaleas are blooming, the cherries are blooming, the magnolias are blooming. So it's really a beautiful time to be here. So a lot of what I will show people is outside stuff.
We didn't know how much we loved history until we started going to these places like the Wagner Museum.
And we found the community of University City to be so ideal for us in how we wanted to raise our children, to be diverse, and also to have all kinds of cultural opportunities, because we homeschooled and all of our children are involved in the performing arts. And I used to say you could throw a rock and find a mentor from our front porch.
Here, there's diversity in all aspects of life.
Around Baltimore Avenue, it's very diverse. And the music, the people, the food, and it's more inviting for people from all walks of life and also from all racial and ethnic backgrounds. And so I think it's a place like that to show them the diversity that Philadelphia can offer.
The whole thing of the murals, we just love that, because here you put up a mural and they don't take it down. Here they preserve everything, and I love that.
So I quickly realized in this project that Philadelphia is a city with enormous amounts of heritage. And you'll find that people started talking about their favorite places in Philadelphia that weren't necessarily Independence Mall and Independence Hall, but they brought up outside areas that weren't necessarily in the mainstream. Places like West Parkside, Fairmount Park, Chestnut Hill, Mount Airy. These are all places that really show to encapsulate the world heritage that exists in our city and how much this designation means to them.